Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Benchmonster TV. Yeah. Shut your mouth.
Well, you kind of messed it up.
Well, I was thinking of something else to
Ashley
say.
Condre.
I was going to try to make it something new.
How'd that work out for you?
It didn't work out. It was very last minute. I was going to think, well, maybe if I said this or that. Well, either way, didn't come out right.
Nope,
So,
sure didn't.
after 217 episodes, still making errors. Hey,
right.
Anyway, welcome to the show, and we have a lot of videos to showcase here. Didn't have a good turnout on Max Effort night, so I didn't bring my camera. And
you forgot it before you even knew how the turnout was. Nice try, though.
It worked out in my favor. Anyway, Jose was there. He had his cell phone, so we did get some clips of that training session. So it's going to be weird because I didn't put them into the program. I'm going to show them one by one. So they're all, a ton of them on here. And
wow.
Yeah, like 9 of them. So
Nice.
we'll check it out. That's actually our first video we're going to showcase. But that being said, I hope everybody's fall is going well and you're finding competitions and meets to do. I know we're looking for one right now. Our crew, anyway, not me. But I got to find them too. What's that?
Have they found any?
We're thinking March at our gym, having a bench only meet. That new federation, what's it called? USPF or that's my water. Thank you. You had all the time in the world. Yeah, you're disgusting. You burp and blow up my face. That's not very nice, and people are going to see that. And no, you're not a lady. You're a savage heathen. Anyway, yeah. So we're looking for a meet. And what better way to have one than our own gym, a bench only show. So that could be fun if it happens, and if it doesn't, we'll travel. We try to travel a minimum of 3 hours in any direction of our town and state here to find a contest, so that we don't have to board a plane and really come out of pocket on an expensive journey. Because from my understanding, plane tickets aren't cheap right now, and I haven't flown anywhere for a while, but we will. Well, do you have anything to say, Princess?
No, just thank you for joining us, and we appreciate having you. I know there's probably football
on
right
Aaron
now
Rodgers is playing.
So
yeah, he's doing quite well.
I couldn't remember who was playing tonight. I didn't get it. Was he playing good? Were they winning?
They're winning. Yeah, like 14-3 or something.
Nice.
Yeah, so they're doing good. Aaron Rodgers is not hurting his heel anytime soon. He's playing smart.
Good.
Let's start off with maximum effort clips.
Okay.
I know we got speed bench further down there. I did bring a camera for that, but I didn't bring a camera, so Jose texted me a bunch of stuff. But they all take backing, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them. I'm just going to leave the backing up, and we're just going to bounce to each one. So that way I don't got to come out and say, okay, the next step is blah, blah, blah. So you're going to see this, and we're going to start out with Jose, and he's doing 325 times 3 reps. That's an iPhone, and I don't know why when I enlarged it, we got piss poor quality pictures here. Yeah, he's got like an iPhone 20, so I'm not impressed with the iPhone right now. But we used the Duffalo bar on this day, and the actual one. Yeah, not the prototype. We actually stepped it up here. Yeah. And we decided this was on the menu. And Jose goes raw, Joe goes raw, Dan and myself. Dan went in his shirt, and I went in my bench band, my Raven, and my Bumblebee, as we'll see.
Bumblebee tuna.
Okay, so he does 3 reps there, and I'm the weak sauce, so I only go 1 rep here because I don't really like that bar. Well, I mean, I like it, but I just don't like doing heavy reps with it. Okay, then I go 405. Oh, no, Dan's going to go here first. Sorry. Dan's going to go 325 times 3 here because he's going to get ready for some big weight. It's really not that bad. I mean, but I have never done an all-out max single with that bar. I always...
Did you guys do that?
No. Well, yeah, let's check out myself here. 405. I got my single ply Raven on. Jose's been setting it on me, and it works pretty good. Like I said, I'm just doing some volume stuff. Nothing exciting. We're going to see Jose here next do 405. He's all raw and no bench band or nothing. He's got a 465 raw bench. We're trying to get that to 500. Jose been working, change up his feet placement. He's basing out more, getting his legs involved. And he's having tremendous success. And working on that arch, too. And those have been leading up to some great lifts for Jose here. Jose's going to do 3, I think. I'm not looking at the paperwork. That's 405 times 3. We're going to take a look at Jose's next lift here. It says 425 times 3. I think he was doing triples this day.
Well.
If you notice, Joe in the back is helping him force him up into his arch there, pushing his traps up a little bit. And he's set, he's based out, he's driving with his legs. We work on verbal cues on this day. Get that bar down quick, I was telling him. Faster down, faster up. And he's figuring that out very simply. Good job, Jose. All right, it says my name here at 495. I don't know what that means. Oh, I got the bumblebee on. Excited to bring that thing in. Duffalo bar it. I don't think it touched on the first rep, but each rep, I got closer and closer, and I think I touched on rep number 3 here. Hey, I rolled it a little bit. So what? Okay, it says my name in 545 now. Jose's telling me to get that upper back tight, and he's pulling the bench band down, which is a big advantage. We found out. Hand off by Dan Logman there, 545. And I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe it's a single. Yeah, that works. All right. That led us over to some dips, and Jose's going to showcase those.
Wow.
We were working on keeping the form correct here, not leaning forward, putting a lot of strain on the front delts and the pecs. And especially we posted a video of a guy tearing his pec on dips, and we don't want to do that. So straight up and down is what he's focusing on. And this is one of our favorite tricep exercises here.
This is cool.
The sled extensions here. So basically, you grab the rope and you bring it right down in front of your chest. So it's like a tricep lock push down, but you're laying down doing it. You don't want to. You want all the way extend and then grab. All the way extend and then grab. A lot of people grab it before they're locked out and try to get speed going here. You want to make this as hard as possible. You can make it as easy as possible by cheating it, but cheating it's not going to get you 500 raw bench or whatever it is you may be shooting for. And you got to have a toe blocker there because that hits your head. You'll lose part of your skull. Anyway, so we have a couple people there. One person actually pulls the rope as he's creating the slack with it. So that was kind of Tuesday night's workout, and we hope to have our full crew back next Tuesday if all works out well. You never know anymore. So we're gonna move on now to who do we got up next? That was a big weird max effort clips. That was crazy. Chad Church sent me some videos. He sent me a 475 times 3 and a 515 for 1.
All right.
Looks like I need backings with Chad.
Around.
No, Chad's not playing around. Let's check out his 475 times 3 at 220 body weight.
Raw.
We want to emphasize that. Raw.
Wow. Jesus. 220. Nice.
And those tend to be like elbow sleeves, not like the PR Labs wraps of some kind. Let's check out his 515 here. At 220 body weight. Self handoff. He's got the monolift style racks there. And push that out. Look at that shit. He's on pace to do something big, and I think he's going to compete.
Yeah, he's not strong. Has he competed before?
He's going to compete soon, though.
Okay. I can't keep track of who has and who hasn't, who's going to.
I know, it's hard to keep track of everybody's competitive schedule.
Yes.
Next up is Eric Below, blasting 605 times 2 and a 645 times 2 off a 2-board in a bench band similar to a Raven made by Rob Farrell. It's kind of what was in the email when he sent it to me. Let's check out the 605. We got to put a backing up. Yeah, we got to do backings. Let's check out Eric's 605 here. He's got a ton of speed. Pushing that bar in a straight line. I like this. Eric's came a long way very fast,
Yeah.
and we're gonna see a lot more of him.
Lots of crazy ass progress.
He wants it.
impressive.
He's got a fire, and he's
Oh yeah.
every time we see him
doing
bench,
everything
look
he
at that
can
straight line,
to get it.
powerful. All right, we're gonna go to Eric's 645 here. This is for a double. Got a little bit of chain on there to make it more fun. Good crew there. They show up to work out. They don't miss workouts. Good handoff, straight as an arrow. Just like speed work. Way to go, Eric. Shit. I'm impressed. I mean,
Yeah,
every
dude,
time
he's
we
just-
see him,
every time
it's
he's
just,
made
it's going up.
leaps
Yeah.
and bounds of progress. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
It's training hard and it's paying off. Looking good, looking strong.
Very strong.
Fuck yeah.
I want to know about that
Fuck yeah.
that bench band that he's wearing. Similar to a Raven. Rob Farrell's always making secret stuff and shipping it out to people. I like that. Wish he would
Pretty
send me
cool.
something
I
secret.
bet he would if you asked him.
I will.
Thinks you're.
He
you
just
know.
checked on me the other day via text message
Yeah,
to see how I was
that's
doing.
awesome. He's so nice.
Puts wind in my sails. So
Hell yeah.
I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Next up, I pulled some videos here of my own. This is we've seen this one before, but never gets old. Blaine Sumner, 1103 squat, and I want to check this bad boy out here. This guy is a beast, and he squats deep. He don't like. Come on, people.
Right.
God,
Nobody can
almost like a
fix it.
pause.
Yeah.
1100. Huh.
No shit talking can go down there. Absolutely not. If you're shit talking,
Like to have him on the show sometime. Real nice guy. I think he
Ready to be
is
on it.
known for blending his chicken in a protein blender. Like
does
yeah,
he?
I think he blends the chicken up and
that
drinks
sounds
it.
terrible. Actually.
No, but it works.
Great. Yeah. No, that totally.
I'd like to ask him that. And I'd like to ask
Ground
him.
up meat.
He looks like he's like
Drinking
6'4", probably
Paying off
400
for him,
pounds.
though, whatever he's. I mean,
Yeah, lives in
yeah.
Wyoming, I think. You know, like 5,000
Dude.
feet above sea level. So I think that's where he lives. Next up, we have Dave Hoff. I pulled this because it was his heaviest all-time world record total of all time, 3,103. I cropped it just a bit, but I just want to see Dave Hoff lift, and this is some good stuff here. And where is Dave Hoff at? There he is, right there. So first off, you know, he's got a 1273 squat. Looks like WPO last year. And then we got that coming up again in October in Vegas. So there's a 1273, 3 whites. Looking big as ever.
Jesus.
Got 1,000 something bench coming up here. 1014. I did that in the Ukraine
Damn.
on a third
son.
attempt.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
1014.
Look at him.
Nice speed on that too,
Good.
Dave.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Good looking lift, man.
So I believe he pulls an 800 and something for the 3103 total. 816 here. You know, Dave's going to pull 900 eventually, and that's going to be 3,200 something total, whether you like it or not, because he's smart
Yeah.
and trained smart. And we sat with him for breakfast one time, a long time, and talked
Hours.
lifting.
Well, 2 days in a row, we sat
And-
with him at dinner the night before, and then
Yeah.
breakfast, lunch. We closed that cafe. We opened it up and closed it down.
In the
It was
same
like a
day.
little cafe,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was only open for breakfast and lunch hours, but I
We
mean,
sat there
still,
till
we
2
sat there
o'clock,
from like
from
7 to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved every minute of it.
Fucking best fucking.
We are going to showcase here Cody
ever.
Plum. He doesn't send me videos anymore too much, but you know what? One Rep Max sent me a video because Cody Plum is down in San Diego at AJ's
Oh,
gym.
is that this week? Are they there right now?
I think so. I don't need
Oh,
a
that's
backing
cool.
on this one here, so let's take out Plum.
That's very cool.
Would you quit picking your back and bleeding on my chair? You already owe me a chair because you got blood on it. So let's check out Cody Plum, 435. And 1 Rep Max handing off. Great handoff, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
AJ strong as ever. Not AJ, Cody Plum. Sorry.
That's awesome.
Good job, Mr. Plum. Good to see you back
That's
out there
right.
doing it. I know he's a busy man. Oh, let me go second page here. What do we got back here? Turn the page.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 rep max. It
Good
says
looking,
455 off a 2 board, and I think it's in his denim bench shirt here. And I'm going to showcase that. And I don't need a backing because 1 rep sends me great videos here. I believe that's is that the Jenny canvas that he? No, Jenny denim.
Probably.
But he's getting some success with it now, and he's getting stronger.
Nice.
Good.
Looking good, 1 rep.
I got that too. They call that a shoulder saver or a 2 board. I'm not sure what the real name of that thing is, but it's in.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've just heard it.
Right now, I got it blocking the TV so the cats can't get behind it. James Borgalt. He sent me some videos here. What do we got?
James B.
Let me just see. I wrote everything down here. It says 605 and a 3-ply F8, 4 reps. The last one paused. Next week, he'll be doing his opener, 600. Then his competition is on the 28th. So that's what Mr. James is doing. And we're going to check out. I don't need a backing for James. I appreciate that too. These look like speed reps, James. I mean, oh my God. You make that look like empty bar.
Yeah.
And you pause that last one. Super easy. James, you're on point to do something really big.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to be rooting for you here. Crazy. What's the 28th? I'm going to pull up my calendar here. 28th is next Saturday. Not this, but next.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. And it's almost October. Where's time going? Next up, we have you. Yeah. You got a squat. Talk us through it.
Nothing special. Just
315.
Just
at 132.
Just a moderate. Huh?
315 squat at 132.
A little more than 132, but oh. Did you leave me alone?
Talk about your lift here. You're
I'm
up.
trying, but you're elbowing me and staring at me weird. Some squat action. This was last night. This was like 10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock at night.
Because I don't get to the gym till like 8.
I did cardio and I did back.
Or 8, whatever. Yep. Yep. Feeling pretty good.
That's easy.
Yeah, it's feeling pretty good. Did 5 triples.
Let's check out some deadlift.
Got some work in.
Are you done scratching? Can you be able to talk about this lift? You're gonna buy me a new chair, right?
Would you just
gaming chair?
God, people are sick of hearing this. This is super light work. My collarbone's been really bothering me a lot, and so I was trying to work just under the weight where it starts to hurt. A lot of times it starts to hurt right away, and I just push through it, and I can just tell I'm making it worse. So my goal was to really focus on staying below where it hurts. So I got in about eight doubles here. Just really worked on locking it in, locking strong lockout, strong solid form. Just really
8 doubles.
To that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, deadlift number 2 here. What are we doing now?
Trying a different suit.
What is that?
A little bigger.
Titan?
Yeah, I think so.
What is that logo on the front?
To be honest, I don't know.
How'd this suit work for you?
It was okay. It was a lot bigger, so it wasn't quite as uncomfortable.
How much does it give you on your deadlift?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. To be honest, I think it works against you.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know anything. I wore one time.
I mean, yeah. No, I totally think it.
Well, if it gives you 1 pound, I'll take the 1 pound.
I don't know that I even think it does.
It does something. It doesn't put like a band shirt 300 pounds on your lift, but if you can get 10 pounds or something.
I haven't done any more in that.
You're not giving it a chance.
In fact, I'm doing that like.
We are gonna look at.
I mean, that's what I've been trying. I tried that new one. That was the first time I used that one. I actually liked that one better because I was able to get.
You still have it?
No, that one she needed back.
The
blue one I can hang on to for a while till she needs it.
Okay.
But that one she needed back.
Well, you're geared lifting now.
Now I gotta
Are
try
you
to
ready for
squat it.
speed bench?
Ow, stop.
Why don't you pick
I'm
in your
probably
back?
gonna freaking leave, to be honest with you. I'm done getting elbowed.
Well, if you want to bleed, I can cut you open with my elbows.
God, you're annoying the hell out of people.
I know.
We're losing people as you fucking pull this shit.
I'm
And
not
see the
losing
number
people.
going down, absolutely.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
Like, this guy's being a douchebag. We're out.
Let's check out Speed Bench. That was Friday, a while ago. Let's see what we did. Okay. Looks like we're doing some speed reps here. 8 or 9 sets of 3, sometimes 10. Back to back. Got to keep the bar moving quick. Good job, Joe. Jose here. Boom, boom. We're going to see Jose bench 500 before the year is done. Me, I'm just climbing the mountain, trying to get the strength back. I've got muscle mass, but I just got to recruit certain fibers now so I can get the best bang for my buck. I show up, I train. Jose doing a little spoto press almost, not letting it touch his chest. Even better way to do speed bench. Okay, looks like we stayed with the chains, and since they're hooked up, we're going to do some type of extension here to the forehead. I'm not locking those out all the way. Kind of short stroking them. I don't like it, but you don't realize you're doing it until you're on TV, and then I'm like, okay. But it also gives me the benefit of watching everybody else. Jose doing a little bit better there. He's doing a whole plate. I think I went a whole plate too. See if I got it. No. Oh, football bar on the ground with chains. So you got a quarter there, and then you got one of my chains. Now, you see a lot of chains still on the ground. We can remedy that by hooking the end of the chain to the carabiner, and so all the chain comes off the ground. I don't know if we did that here or we just stuck to these type of rep schemes. I'm not sure. Because if we didn't add weight, we should have doubled the chain up. Just like that. So now we have both ends of the chain hooked up to the carabiner, and 96% of them are coming off the ground. So now we have a little bit more chain resistance going on. And I think we did push downs after that and some side laterals, but that's not fun to watch. Oh man, I don't have anything else to play. Oh, that's the way it goes sometimes. I will not forget my camera this next time around. I was just excited to get to the gym, and it was Tuesday. I didn't know what we were doing, but I was just going to go because it's fun now to go in and lift and not have to have any expectations. Oh, I have to do this. I have to do 1,500. I'm just taking my own sweet time, patience, and trying to build a massive physique in the process. So go to the chat box and talk to people and see what they got going on there, because I can't see it.
All right, here we go. Chat box time, folks. James Borgal was here first and says, hi, Ashley and Ryan. Hope all is well and God bless. Thank you, James. Things are going pretty well. Hope all is well with you as well. Things are going good. And God bless you also. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you, James. Good job on your lifting too, by the way.
You joining us. Yeah, great lifting, looking strong, looking great.
I never seen 605 move that fast
looking
before.
Looking amazing, yeah. Very impressive.
Jesus.
Proud of you. Keep it up.
Good shirt. Whatever shirt you're wearing, I'm very impressed with how fast that bar. You can literally push that out of your hands and catch it if you wanted to.
All right. So thank you, James. Always good to have you here. Paul Lawfer. Hey,
Big
Paul.
Paul.
How's it going? Good to have you here also. Hey, guys. How's it going? It's going good.
Good.
How are you and Christina? Hope you guys are doing well. It's always nice to see your name in the chat box. Thank you for joining us, sir. Mr. Elite Entertainment. Hope you're both well. Hope you are too, Mr. Elite. Thank you for joining us. Always nice to see you here too.
Thank you, Mr. Elite. Doing well over here.
Yeah, we're doing all right over here. Hope you are too. Hope everything's going good for you, and wishing you all the best. Paul Lawfer, I'm taking your advice and lowering my opener to $750. I'm doing it next Tuesday. That will be 11 days out.
I think that's a smart move. I think, something that you don't overly have to strain and stress about. Just get out there and listen to the commands, get on the board, blast it up, and then, I don't know what jumps you're comfortable with. Maybe you want to take a 25-pound jump, or you're going to go the all 50 pounds in to go to 800. But then, then you got 2 or 3 shots at it there, depending on what federation you're in and if they allow fourth attempts, so on and so forth. But it's important to get on the board. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough, because you never know what you're dealing with at a competition, what kind of judging they're going to have, what's the platform look like, what bench are they using, what bench pad. I mean, those are things that concern me when I went to a meet. And if I didn't have, if there wasn't the same, if the bench on the platform was not in the warm-up area, I warmed up on the plucking platform, because I want to lift and warm up on the bench that they're going to use in the contest. And I've held up meets, APA meets before. And Scott Taylor started yelling at me one time. That was also the time when he was getting pissy with me, because I got to warm up till 900 to open with 1,000. And that was one of the meets where I did a 1074, and I also skipped my first shirted warm-up lift of 735 and did it raw off of 2 boards.
Oh, is that the
That's
one?
when Paul handed it out to me, and I was being rushed, and I was pissed, and I was very big. And I remember I came down to the board and just shot it up, and I was like, well, Paul, I got the raw record today. So brings back memories. And you can go to my Facebook page and look at my pictures, and you'll see that meet and the news lady that's holding a microphone up to my face, and I'm standing there like this, 363 pounds of me. Eyes are kind of swollen shut, and just beastly person.
Hot dog necks and full of fat.
Oh, just large and in charge. Man. Big man there. Okay, where are we at? That's a smart move, Paul. Get on that board and get it in training too. And hopefully you're not going to do much, 5 days leading up to that opener, because you want that opener to go up super fast. So then you're sitting out, you're a week or 10 days, 11 days out. You're confident because you've done it. You blasted it up. You were fresh, and there's a flip side to that coin, because I've had meets before where I was going to open with 685 or 83, and I tried it a week out from the meet and it barely went up. And I sat home all week, freaked out. But I think that what saved me was taking the whole week off at that point, and that kind of brought me back, my central nervous system back, and I was able to bench 764 at that meet. So, Dan Logman.
Been talking with Mary about what weekend to do the meet. March 15th or the 22nd, bench only meet. USPF Federation. We just need to get some local guys to help with loading and spotting.
March 22nd is one day away from my birthday. I guess it's on a Sunday this year, huh? It's a Saturday this year.
What's that?
My birthday. Probably the 22nd's a Saturday, so 23rd Sunday.
Yep. That would be
Yep. Okay. Well, we can figure some things out. And figure out what we got to do and who we got to do, and we will do it. because I think we need to get a couple of our guys on the platform, Jose and Joe. We're gonna see Joe in a shirt here. He's gonna order a 2-ply shirt pretty soon, and we're gonna see Big Joe do a fucking 180 in life, and he's gonna go hardcore and probably be a guy that puts up 800 at his first meet.
You think?
Maybe. Oh yeah, I really think once he gets the shirt and acclimates his central nervous system and listens to our advice and doesn't miss workouts, he can be there. But if he's wishy-washy and he's only working out once a week and so on and so forth, he's not going to excel. So it's up to him. I can't make him come to the gym.
True.
So, all right, what's next?
Next
Remy.
we have Remy Shirley.
What's up, Remy? Long time.
What's going on, Remy? Thanks for joining us, man. Watching your deadlift vids, Ash. Judging by your speed and strain on your body, the suit looks like it's hindering. Might need to move things around. Oh yeah, I totally think it. I think it hinders for sure. I mean,
Because you can't get
there's
your butt
something
down.
to sit back into, but I'm just one. I mean, Connie says like I need to work on like the grip it and rip it. That's just not my.
Don't try
method.
shit you've never done before, gripping and ripping, because you're gonna rip something. You don't do shit like that. I don't know who's telling you that, but don't be doing shit you've
Well,
never.
in a suit, you just
I don't give a shit.
theoretically you don't want to be down.
You're gonna go down and
too
grip and
long.
rip 400, and just the way somebody tells you how to do it, you're gonna pull a hamstring right out of your asshole.
But I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. But yeah, no, I mean, I definitely
Play with it, but don't depend on it.
which I've always said. I
Stay
mean,
out-
you watch
stay out of it.
people that are equipped. It's just, I mean, it's fun to play with for something different. But yeah, I definitely don't think that I really get anything out of it. I mean, I will say each time I've used it, it's felt a little bit better. So I mean, maybe playing around with it, maybe giving it more of a chance.
Your whole gig is to get up to like 148 body weight. Weight moves weight. You put on weight, you're gonna move more weight. Period. That's 30 years of talking to you right here. So doubt that. Yeah, I know. What, you're never gonna gain weight? You're just gonna live in the 132
I
class?
have gained weight. No, I'm not. I told you I'm more than that.
Weight moves weight, man. You got to put it on
Yeah,
sometimes.
I have been. I'm not noticing a significant. I mean,
Did you get to 148?
I can't get up quite that. I
Oh,
can't get
you
up that heavy, but
How you were big at one time in your life?
about. Well, no, I've never been that heavy.
Well, that's like not like a power lifter heavy, but
I mean,
a normal life.
yeah, but even then, I've never been able to get that heavy. Even when I was what I would call fatter, like
Mhm.
I still couldn't.
Well,
I don't think I never saw the scale up that heavy. Let's put it that way.
well, I can speak from experience, and when my
I
scale,
think I was up to 146 at one
Good.
point, like in high, but that was like drinking, like
Mhm.
eating dog shit, like Jack in the Box late at night.
I like
drunk
Jack
as
in the
fuck.
Box.
Like it wasn't like a solid powerlifting heavy.
I like Jack in the Box.
I don't know if I can get that big,
Yeah,
but I'm bigger
if I can
than-
get to 363, my training regimen and eating regimen, once you start putting the calories away via shakes and food and training, you train 9 days a week anyway, so you're not going to get fat. So, just trying to help, man.
I've been gaining weight though.
Okay,
I've been putting some on.
I
For
never,
sure.
I never see it. So
Have you ever seen me step on the scale and seen what
I
it
see you
says?
walk over there, but you don't let me go see what it is. So
When have you ever tried?
a long time ago, and then you just ran
Okay,
away
a
when
long
I
time
came
ago.
over. So I don't even look anymore. I know when you're 148. I know what that looks like.
No, you don't. You never seen it.
I
You've
know
never
what
seen
it
on
will
me.
look like.
No, you don't.
All of a sudden, you're pulling 450 off the floor. Oh, what happened? Oh, I gained some weight and I got stronger. All right, read the next one.
Okay, I'll read it. I'm gonna.
Knock my teeth out. Do we read all of Remy Shirley's posts? Because he said something might.
I think he was just
Oh,
correct, and then it might.
Okay.
might be hindering, which I agree. Definitely the first time it was the first time I went
Horrible.
sumo in it, and it totally was like weight that I would normally like warm up with off a deficit and no belt, like didn't feel great. Like I had the belt on and the suit, and I took the deficit away, and it like didn't. I mean, it felt 50 pounds heavier than what it was. Like, but I did it. But I went sumo because I thought like most people that go in a suit use sumo, so that's why I tried it sumo. But the next week when I did conventional, it was much more comfortable, but still, yeah, like it's just I'm down there long enough that it's just. I mean, yeah, I'm just my. I take. I mean, my off the floor is usually the strongest is the strongest part of my lift, and I think part of that is because I do take the time to get in a perfect position. I
Right.
am down there thinking about all of my cues and doing them as I think about them, which is great raw, but it is hard in a suit because that thing's fighting you the whole time, and it's hard to brace correctly when you're already down there. Like that's why I was told to like brace and lock in the lats and do all those cues at the top. But I mean, and I don't know that I believe anybody can truly hold that perfect position all the way down and hold it,
Mm.
and because you're just not. I don't know. I mean, I certainly can't do it. I would try, and then I'd get down there and I'd lose it, and I'd have to try to reset it anyway. So, but anyway, yeah. I mean, it's just something I'm playing around with. Who knows? But it's just fun to like, experience and try new things, and like have an idea of what it feels like, and kind of just learning more, experimenting.
Ludwig one.
Ludwig, Ryan, at what age did you feel your strongest?
Well, it wasn't there. There was a lot of factors that played into that strength, and that was the evolution of bench press shirts, CPAP machines. Age-wise, I set the 800 bench in 27, and I think the 1,000 pound lifts came in 2007, which was 32. So 27 to about 35 was my window of greatness. Because after Enzer quit making that shirt, there was a dead period there where all he made was horrible phenoms, which he still makes, and the band shirts were just coming out in like 2014. So wish they would have came out earlier in my life, but it is what it is. But yeah, 27 to 35, best. Had a great foundation built up, and then I capitalized on that foundation and found ways with better equipment, CPAP machines, how to eat, sleep, train, supplement, and technique. Bench technique changed up too. I mean, there's a lot of things that contributed to my strength, and I just found ways. Watched other people, and somebody who was once putting their feet right down beside the bench, benching 500 to basing out. Now they're doing 700 after about a year of that. I was like, man, that's 200 pounds on his bench. Maybe I need to put my feet out a little further and work on my arch a little bit and limit the distance I have to push the bar, so on and so forth. But that's the age range, 27, 35. All right, James
Okay.
Borgalt.
Sounds about right. Let's see here. No.
Big Joe?
Remy Shirley.
Remy
Who's
Shirley.
stronger? Hulk or Juggernaut?
Don't know.
Not sure.
No, not sure.
Juggernaut. Hulk. I don't know. Don't know. Who do you think is stronger, Mr. Shirley?
Don't know.
What would your vote be? I don't know. I don't like.
You put them both on a platform with the same thing going on, and let them battle it out and find out who's the better man that day. So, yeah, hey, go head to head with those two and see what happens. That's what I say. James Borgalt.
No,
the Big
you're
Joe?
all messed up.
I'm not.
Golly.
I'm just
Big
speeding
Joe.
things up.
Hey Ryan, what are we doing tomorrow for speed bench?
Probably decline. Decline bench. We'll do some decline presses probably. change the angle. We've been changing the bars on flat bench. Now let's change the angle, go decline. Chains or bands or both. Maybe 2 chains on there. We'll start out with a little bit more aggressive attack on the chains and do 9/3, or I'll probably be doing 5 to 8s or something volume. So that's my plan. All right. What's next?
Let's see here. We just had Big Joe. Now it's James.
James.
Thanks for the compliment on the 605.
For 4.
4-4. You both keep me motivated. I try to make the bar explode off my chest the Benchmonster
That's
way.
right, and you're doing it. Yeah, you got to be explosive off the bottom. You got to get that weight down, and then like somebody hit you with a cattle prod, man. You got to be violently and contract violently and utilize your feet and your whole body. It's a total body movement, not just an upper body movement. So, but you're doing it. You're moving it fast. You always got to train like that. That's how you develop that speed without specifically training for it, because I had speed and explosive power, you know, when I was just doing my way, but I pushed hard and I violently contracted all my lifts. I didn't just push against weight. I exploded as hard as I could, fast as I could. And then I was introduced to bands and chains, and that just emphasized it a little bit more. All right.
All right. Remy Shirley. Arms look like they're getting back to full volume.
Been training them a few times a week. So triceps too. That's 2/3 of your arm back there that people neglect. You got to have the back end too. So I cut the sleeves off. Got to let them free.
Yeah, I mean, we should have measured them right out of the hospital to now.
No, hospital.
I know, but like to see how much you've gotten back would be impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're almost back to normal.
Yeah.
And they were not normal right out of the hospital.
No, nothing was normal
That
about
was
me.
crazy.
Still not normal. All right, what do we got next?
Good question.
Paul Loeffler. I'm going to do the bamboo bar Saturday. Okay. Is that max effort day, or you gonna put a bunch of kettlebells on there?
Yeah.
So we need to break out as our band bar too.
All right. That's a good idea, though. That's good. Good way to, lube up the shoulders and kind of rest.
We do the bamboo bar at the end of our workouts a lot. We'll do like 3 sets of 20 reps with like 50-pound kettlebell on each side, and it's therapeutic for the shoulders. Kind of really warms them up, and we don't use it enough though. We got it locked up at the gym. We never break it out.
It's hard when it's locked.
We probably should break it out tomorrow.
I should.
All right, Remy Shirley.
All right. Yes, I missed you guys. Glad you're good, Ryan. Side note, my wife is watching tonight and is amazed on your lifting, Ash. She wants to get into lifting from watching you. Oh, thank you.
Inspired people. Look at you.
Very much appreciate that. Thank you guys. That means a lot. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. That's awesome. She should totally get into lifting.
And enjoy it.
Badass powerlifting couple for sure. Yeah. No, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. That's very nice. Did you read that?
I did.
Can you see it?
Yeah, nobody starts lifting because of me. I've
I
never
don't
heard
see,
that before.
I mean sarcastic. I don't see any of that on here though. I don't see anybody saying that here.
Okay. It's true. All right. 1 rep.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Remy. That's very nice of you guys. 1 rep max. What's happening?
1 rep.
Just came out on break. Ha. Hope y'all are doing well.
Hanging in there.
You're doing pretty good. Hope you are too. 1 rep. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Glad you're able to sneak out for a break. Mr. Elite Entertainment. Curious on how bench press training was based for yourself whilst you were cutting weight.
I really don't change anything. If we're maxing out, I max out. And I know with the change in diet and limited carbs, I know my fuel tank is hits E pretty quickly. So I was carb loading and the night before I would bench, so I'd have a fuel tank the next day. But no, my body as you're cutting weight, you're losing body mass, so I'm pushing the bar further, whatnot. But it never stopped me. I'll max out. I'll do fives, triples. I just do what I can do based on what my body's going through. If I was eating comfort foods like McDonald's and pizza and stuff, I'd be super strong. But chicken and rice and vegetables never really made me strong. But it makes you pretty looking because you get pretty vascular. But it just strength does take a hit. But you just do what you can do, and you kind of work around it. That's the fun part. So I still give 110%, even if I'm on no carbs, tons of carbs, whatever, but usually when cutting, my body reacts very quickly to what I'm doing, and it dropping 20 pounds in a few weeks is very simple. My body just freaks out one way or another. If it wants to gain 20 in a week, I can do it. I can lose 20 in a week, I can do that too. It's just, it's kind of crazy.
Let's see.
Mr.
Keep
Elite.
losing my spot.
Nope.
No.
One
One rep. But sumo is cheating, no? Ha ha ha. I mean, some people like to say it is, but
Yeah.
That's not
It's not how I pull.
I conventional pull now. But I started out as a full-on sumo lifter. And like when I was before I heard all these people talking shit about it and that it was cheating. Like when I was doing it, I didn't hear much of that shit. But now, yeah, I hear it all the time. You can't post a sumo video without getting all that hate. I'm like,
cheating.
I don't understand it. It's fully legal. You're just taking advantage of your leverages, but it's not like it.
Strong men are allowed to use straps to pull weight.
know.
That's cheating.
That's cheating.
Yeah, why don't you just pick it up like a man?
Fuck. God, that drives me nuts.
Because I see a lot of videos of, 914-pound deadlift. I'm like, oh, I'll put that on the show. Straps, 1,000-pound straps. Oh, wait, here's a guy doing 1,000 pounds with no straps. Jamal Browner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cheating. Standing with your feet on the outside of your hands, not cheating.
It's like going to a meet and putting a two board on your chest and considering that full range.
What is sumo?
I'm just doing things that are cheating.
Oh. When sumo's not one of them.
No, I know. Unless you go.
I go conventional now, so I don't.
Well, those people that arch and have a bench stroke of 1 inch, is that cheating or just
that kind of is?
Oh, they're still moving the bar. Just because they're
that one's
4 feet tall and can do gymnastic arches and push the bar that far. I still think that's kind of cool. How'd you like to lose to that?
I'd be so pissed. I'd be so mad.
You got to push the bar that far, and they're moving.
Part of me is like, okay, if you're flexible enough to do that, more power to you. But at the same time, it's not. It's not really not fair.
We never saw anything like that when I was starting out. I thought Greg Warr, that's a name many people don't know. He was from Oklahoma. He was probably 4'11", 114 body weight, and when he arched, I could put like a TV underneath him, and we thought that was the coolest thing because he had a bench stroke about that long, and he benched an Inzer close to 500 at 114 or something. It was crazy. Super nice guy too. All right, I'll just continue reading here.
I got it.
So, Remy Shirley.
Remy Shirley. Strongman competitors have the deadlift suit mastered. They even do it better than most powerlifters. Might need to bug one for some tips.
That'll be at the Arnold.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll ask Mark Henry if we see him. He would know.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What happened? Did you bump something? Can you guys still see us?
Oh, hold on.
Are we connected still?
I forgot to plug in the camera
Uh-oh.
battery.
So are we like, can they hear us?
Well, they can hear us, but
But they can't see us.
I gotta plug in the battery because I had one of my instruments plugged in.
Jesus. Come
I'm an
on,
idiot.
screw.
It'll come back on in a second.
Jesus.
Tell
So
me
is
when
it?
it comes on. Any light yet?
Nope. Sure isn't.
You sure?
Positive.
It's on. Come on.
Okay, they can hear us.
Yeah, they can hear us. I just got to get the camera battery warmed
But
up here.
it's still not turning back on.
Let's see if I...
Excuse us, folks. We're having some technical difficulties.
got something
We
here.
apologize.
Should have something now.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. I don't know how long it's going to stay on, but
We're back for
we're connected to
now.
power.
Continue show no camera. Well, if it goes out again, we might have to.
No, I got it. I just I had one of my
We're back.
toys plugged in, and I forgot to plug in the camera.
That was smooth. Good
Yeah,
job.
let me in there again.
What do we do?
Well, I'm right against my drum machine over here, and it's quite expensive. I really don't want to bump into it. Okay.
We're back. Okay.
We've had that happen before in our earlier episodes.
We have.
I just totally spaced. Hopefully it gets a direct charge now. We have something. Sorry about that. I should have checked that, but I totally forgot that I was playing down here the other day, and I need another power strip is what I need. And I did bring one home because I got a lot. Everything's like maxed out here. I got so much electronics back here. It's crazy. Okay. Back on point.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, guys. Thank you for sticking with us here.
Yeah, through thick and thin.
Yes.
Through dark and
You
through
guys are the
light.
best.
All right, where you at?
Remy Shirley. I love Hulk, but Juggernaut would probably have it. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I was leaning to. I don't know a ton about Juggernaut, to be honest.
No, I know Hulk, but
Yeah, right.
hey, each their own.
So your money's on Juggernaut, Remy. Is that who
But he says Benchmonster kills both.
Benchmonster kills both of them.
No.
Sounds good.
In my younger
Like it.
days. Now I'm just the judge. Juggernaut, you're up. Hulk, you're up. Passed, not passed. Do it again. All right. One rep.
Alright, one rep. Gymnastics question for Ashley.
That's you.
But I'll watch the answer on the rewatch. Haha.
Okay.
What do you think about Caitlin Ohashi? Jesus, I'm in love. Haha. Jokes aside, I love the flow in her routines. Yeah, she's a beautiful gymnast. Like her lines, her form, her technique are all on point. Yeah, she's very.
Where's she
fun to
from? Is she on
watch.
Team America or what?
Yeah. Yeah, she's from U.S.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm asking
she's
questions,
From,
but
she's from U.S.
I don't have an
Her
answer.
name, obviously sounds like it could be something different, but nope, she's from the U.S.
Oh.
She's incredible, powerful, beautiful. Yeah, she's got great flow and rhythm, and very fun to watch. And yeah, she's not hard to look at either. Is she one rep? Somebody's
One
got a
rep's
little
got a
crush.
girlfriend. One rep's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, do you follow her on Instagram? Her Instagram's kind of cool. She seems pretty likable too. Like if you watch her on Instagram, it's hard to tell obviously because people can kind of portray whatever, but I get the vibe that she's pretty down to earth. And
What is one rep saying right next? Is this another gymnastics thing?
yeah.
Okay, answer that
Also,
one.
Were you ever? And absolutely not. Were you ever able to do the Corbett flip?
What's that?
I saw that and was amazed. It's really not a popular. I think in some competitions it's banned. Like you almost never see
Because you
it.
break your neck doing it?
You stand on the high bar, or you stand on the bar, and most likely it would be the high bar. But you stand on the bar, and you do a back flip off of it, and re-grab the bar.
No. Too dangerous.
Well, like I said,
Banned.
I think it's banned in some In some like not federation's not exactly the right word, but in some competitions, like I don't know if you can even do it in the Olympics. Like I can't think of a time where I've like seen it done like in like competition. I've seen it done like in videos and random things, but I don't know that I've seen it really in any recent competitions anyways. I know back in the day that's something that
well, one rep says,
but it is cool. I mean, it's very impressive. Honestly, I mean, none of our gym, like nobody at our gym has ever really worked on it. It can be pretty dangerous. Although, I mean, we have kids that do release moves that are fairly similar. I mean, not similar, but it's the same concept.
yeah, one rep, send us a video you doing that flip and we'll talk more about it.
But no,
I'm bored.
I have never tried the Corbett flip. That was nothing we were ever taught. I don't know that they're even.
One rep says, okay, guys, gotta go. Love y'all's. Good to see Benchmonster TV fam. See you next week.
Thank you for joining us.
We should be here. Unless the world blows up or something. Never know anymore.
Be here, hopefully. Yes.
Remy Shirley.
Thank you for joining us, One Rep. We know you're at work and you use your break time to hop on and come see us and join us.
Read Remy Shirley's post.
I'm still talking.
No, you're done.
God. Sorry for the rudeness, One Rep.
This is a Benchmonster TV here, and we're talking about lifting.
Yeah.
Not doing backflips on bars.
Yeah, and we're done talking about that.
Can do it.
We're done talking about that. Yeah. I'm thanking him for joining us. You're being very disrespectful.
I'm moving quickly here.
You're being disrespectful to the family.
Trying to get going.
Not impressed.
So Remy Shirley
says, on you for your disrespect. Sorry, One Rep. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you taking your limited amount of break time and hopping on and joining us and saying hi. Very much appreciated. Hope you have a good rest of your night at work.
I agree.
Okay.
Do you know where you're at now?
Yeah, I do.
Where?
Remy Shirley.
Yep.
Don't matter if you got a small bench stroke, you ain't benching as much as Julius Maddox. True statement.
Yeah, you're never going to see anybody do 700 raw like that.
Then we had a few that were due to the camera going off.
We hear you. Continue. Show no cam.
Remy Shirley, do a guest show with Dave Palumbo if you still have his number.
He wants me on his show, actually. I reached out to Dave recently about, and I got to reach out to him again. I contacted him about some blood pressure meds and some statins and things and got some info, but he wants me on his show, and that'd be fun first. I know Dave's a busy guy, but I should reach out to him and say, hey, I'm finally ready. I know he wanted me to do it like 2 years ago, and I kind of spaced, and next thing I know, Jimmy Kolb was on that show, so I was like, okay, he got Jimmy. But, yeah, we'll have some good times to talk about. I'm going to bring up the fact, like I always do when I see him, is like, how in the frick did you walk to McDonald's every day while we were in Hawaii? Every day. Because I would follow him. I knew his time when he emerged from his hotel room with his girly friend at the time. And I knew he was going to McDonald's. And I'd get right behind. And he would order Big Mac, large fry, large Diet Coke, 2 apple pies. And I go, same for me. And I go sit down with him and I would eat and just watch him. Here's a guy that's like 290, 1% body fat, mowing down Big Macs and fries, perfect diet for me. And I'm just watching him because he would take his arm and flex, and every bite he would take, I could see striations, and it was just amazing. And Will, who was the other guy that was there? Other bodybuilder guy, Will, I forget his name. Anyway, every time I went to his room, he would try to give me eggs. He had scrambled eggs. Ryan, you got to eat scrambled eggs. Will, what's his last name? Will. It's 2003. It's a long time ago, but I used to say his name all the time. But you don't mention people's names and things. You they distant you in your mind. But no, they were cool hanging out with those guys. All right. I will contact Palumbo and see if I can't get on his show. Because it's never a dull moment when I speak. Howard Weingarten.
Howard Weingarten. Hey, hope everyone is doing good. Sorry I'm late and missed last week. Watched it a couple of days later, and we'll have to do the same thing this week. That's okay.
Life takes, takes time from people, and you got to do things. You got to do things. This is all extracurricular enjoyment here that we do. Wish I had more videos to show, though. I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah, thank you for joining us now, Howard. We appreciate you hopping on and saying hi and joining us. Paula Bilda, what's your opinion on Anavar for strength?
I don't know what Anavar is. Next question. Ask women. They would know.
You gotta know about it.
I don't know anything. Howard Weingarten.
Yeah, you do.
I also saw Jimmy. Here, read this one.
Also,
this is interesting.
I saw Jimmy saying that his forearms might be coming from... Oh, his forearm pain might be coming from the bar trying to open your hand when up in heavy weights. How can you improve that?
So I don't understand. His forearms are in pain from the bar trying to open. The bench bar is trying to do that. It's trying to open your hand. That's why I tell people when they wrap their wrists, you got to make a fist. If you wrap your wrists with your hand open, it's hard to close your hand. You wrap with a fist and you grab the bar and you squeeze that motherfucker. And I've never had forearm pain. People post their hands after they do like 1,100 bench and they're all swollen. Never had that problem. Maybe I'm just weird, but no. If anytime you grab the bar, just remember and try this. People think you don't need to make a fist. Take your hand, leave it wide open, have somebody torque some wrist straps on you, and see what your hand does. You can't close it. It wants to stay open. The tendons that run into the palm and into your forearm here. You have to tighten those and then wrap your wrists. And you won't be able to open your hand. That's what you want. You want to squeeze that bar fucking tight. White knuckle that son of a bitch. God forbid if you're handling that kind of weight and you're letting your hand open up. And I see it all the time. I see people that when they're benching, their finger comes up.
That's a little different than... Sorry, for some reason an alarm got set. No, it's not even a phone call. Somehow an alarm got set. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if Jimmy's at a whole nother level too. 1,400 pounds. There comes a point when the body, we're all different. We're cut from different cloths, but we're kind of all the same. But you're gonna find that it takes its toll on you. If you do something too much too often, your body's gonna let you know. And if he's having forearm pain, that's interesting. I just never had that problem. Maybe I train optimally, or maybe I didn't. Maybe if I did it more often and more weight and just train myself into the ground, maybe I would have had those problems. But my method of how I trained, I just never had a issue with like forearm pain. Never went home and iced my forearms. Never went home and said, "Oh my God." All I cared about was this bench pad right here and getting that thing big as I can. That's where the bar sits, and that that muscle right there, it just gets weird. Shake people's hand, they have to go around that chunk of meat there. It's kind of cool. But might be coming from the bar, trying to open your hand. That's happening when you go heavy. Went up in heavy weights, how can you improve that? Like I said, make a fist, wrap your wrists, and keep that bar in line with the forearm. Don't let things roll back. That's the whole point of wrist straps too. You want to take away this ability here. I see people wrap their wrists and they don't go into their palm a little bit, and they do this for me. Well, fuck that, ain't gonna do no good.
What's the point of that?
I'm gonna do wrist wrapping 101 video, maybe coming up.
Yeah.
Remy Shirley.
Go on Dave's show and then pull him on yours.
Yeah, I don't know. Dave's kind of a big wig, in the field of bodybuilding and stuff, and I don't know if he'll be downsizing coming to this little show, and but I'd like to ask him the similar questions that we ask all our guests.
That'd be cool.
What got him into bodybuilding? When did he start? How big was he? Was he, genetically gifted right out of the gate, or did he have to, I always ask how big, what about people's parents. You know, the proof's in the pudding. If your dad is 6 feet tall, 135, and your mom's 5'4", 120, you're probably not going to have the genetic capability of getting to 360 pounds easily. All right. That should say forearm pain comes from. Yeah, like I never had forearm pain. Like I told a story one time when I first took out 1100 and did a static hold with it. I remember my vision kind of blurring, and I remember looking when I was holding it. I could have swore my forearms were doing this, wave, but that's just nothing. I survived. Never had forearm pain. Never had any issues. It was just I was meant to do it. Wish I could do it forever. Rewind time. Go back to when I was 27 with a band shirt. It'd be game over for everybody. Over. Benchmonster would slay them all. But that's neither here nor there. I was born too early. Be like these cronies that are born in 1999. Where was I? I was in Texas. Living in Texas in 1999. Trying to find a place in, I think, Denton, Texas, where, who trained there? God, I'm drawing a blank again. Never mind. Trip down memory lane.
Let's see here. I remember Miss Hurley's Entertainment. I remember you mentioning about a pet tarantula you used to have.
Yep.
Any pictures?
Nope. I got it when I was in like 3rd grade, and I had it until what I had was an aquarium set up, and I had these lava rocks. They were light, but I had built a little home for it, and I had it on my gigantic, I had a 6-tier shelf, and long story short, somebody bumped the shelf and the rock had fallen down on the tarantula. It was a Mexican red knee, and it was very friendly. I used to take it out in the morning before school, and they like desert-ish climate, so I remember I would take my blanket and I put it over the heater register on the floor so the hot air would blow up, and I would lay underneath it, and I put the tarantula right next to me. I don't know. I must have been blessed with a. They're known to be friendly, the black and orange ones, and it never did any. It never kicked up any hairs, and never wound up on me. I mean, it was just I picked it up all the time like it was just a little pet. Brought it to school one time, and then the whole class freaked out when I grabbed it out of the aquarium. Like everybody screamed and like it was a bomb. So it's like so I put him back. But no, I don't have any pictures. I want to get another one, but. Numbnuts over here.
Can't do spiders.
Yeah, I'll buy another one. I used to feed it crickets, and it's a female. They're friendly. Males can be a little aggressive, but no, I had a little sponge in there of water, and used to tip her upside down, look at her fangs, nice big old gnarly fangs, and you know, the bite from one of those tarantulas isn't going to kill you. Yes, it'll hurt, but it's not going to drop you dead on the ground like some of the more dangerous ones. But I miss them. I had me a tarantula. I think you'd like it too if you let it walk on you.
Nope.
One girl had got one in the mail, and the sucker was about that round. She had it up here in her hair, and just walking through her hair. And
no,
I miss those. They get such a bad rap. Oh, I don't have any pictures. Wish I did.
No, why don't you?
I don't know, because I thought I'd have it forever, and then when it died, I had a nervous breakdown, and I cried my eyes out because I thought I did it, or I went in to feed it.
Kind of sad.
Yeah, and I opened up the aquarium, and my dad came in. I says, I can't find him. Where's she at? He picked up that top had been fell over, and it killed her, and.
That is sad.
Yeah. That I don't know why you just can't replace what you had, you know. And it was just a one-time thing, and that bothered me. I like pets, cats, dogs, tarantulas. Thought about getting one of those Burmese pythons, but shit, when they get up to like 6 feet tall, well, there's no
You're gonna be
caging
killing our
them.
cat.
They'll probably eat the cats. Yeah. Come home and a cat gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for mentioning that, Mr. Elite. I haven't thought about that in a long time, and I'm glad you remembered that. And yeah, I kind of want another one, but she's so
You can
terribly
get a snake. I don't mind if you get
scared
a
of
snake.
spiders.
I am.
Like
I
freaks
couldn't live
out.
in the same spot.
Yeah. So, but this is my man cave. Maybe I can have him down here.
It's not yours.
Hmm?
It's not yours.
I'll get one
this
for
room
you
is
for
not
Christmas
yours.
for you. You can open it and
You'll be moving your ass out of
become
here.
one with the tarantula. All right.
You will not live at this address anymore.
Howard says I need to work on more videos also. Okay, that makes sense. I was asking that because I have pain sometimes also. Yeah, that's really weird. Eventually training with those weights, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1,100 pounds, your bones are naturally going to thicken and your body will adapt to that. So it could just be a growing phase where it's like, hey, we got to pulse out some bone growth here because I'm being put under those workloads consistently. Your body will have to adapt. And I know that Meatball Lupacek was asking if they did a bone density scan of my forearms to see what before I get osteoporosis and get old or anything, but to see how thick they are, so on and so forth. It'd be kind of cool, like a science experiment. So I don't understand if the forearms hurt. Are we talking like the muscle, or are we talking the bone from beginning to end in the forearm? Where's the pain? Is it in the joint? I mean, I got all kinds of questions. Any little lackadaisical movement under that weight, anytime that wrist rolls back and forth, you're putting, the bar out of line with the forearm, and that could be that can break your arm, because we saw that in our gym one time with a 900 Mindy X Factor 2-board press, and we saw horrible. So I can see improper alignment, not letting the bar sit directly under the forearm. Once it gets out into play range, that's where you get in some trouble. And you're lucky it's forearm pain and not like a bone break like we saw. Remy Shirley.
So bad. You have given him lots of content when you were a benching celebrity. He owes you kinda.
Huh.
You're still a celeb.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wish we had ways to give back on the internet earlier in life, but there was no shit. I mean, when did Facebook come out? MySpace, Facebook.
Was there first.
Yeah, there was nothing originally when I was playing the game. So there's a few powerlifting forums, but they were owned by trolls who just badmouth people. So I never read those. I just went out and kept getting Powerlifting USA, thumbing to the back page and seeing if the 308 all-time record list was back there and where am I at on it, and go through all the meets with a fine-tooth comb. So-and-so did 640 pounds. Who's this guy? Paul, you ever heard of that guy? We used to go over and every new Powerlifting USA, I had to have it to see who's who and who's doing the most weight and what bench press articles are in there, so on and so forth. Love that magazine. Sure miss it. I was on the cover 7 times. Split it with somebody 2 or 3 times too. So Gus was in charge of my first Powerlifting USA cover. Had me on there I had blown my Inzer denim on a 672 lift, and all I had in my bag for 705 was a Karen Klein shirt, I think. And so that's a picture they used, and Inzer didn't like it, but I said, hey, Inzer, your shirt zipped right down the neck and blue at 672. So, yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Howard Weingarten.
I kind of remember something about a rap video in the past, but I must just need to squeeze a fit Squeeze a fist harder when wrapping. Thanks.
It also helps if somebody wraps your wrist for you. Like make a fist and let them torque that, but they got to know how far up in the palm to go, because you don't want any of this. And that crease is right there. So you put the wrist wrap from there all the way up. That ain't going to do nothing for you. You actually got to go slightly into the palm and over the top of the hand. And your knuckles should be white when they're done wrapping. And you should be bitching because you want to get to the bar because your hands are going to fall asleep soon. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't wrap your own wrists for a big weight. I always had Paul Roch, and he would torque those mothers on so tight. And I knew I was in good hands, so. All right. Howard Wingard.
Okay, I'm still growing at 59, haha, but cool. Mine is in the tendons on the forearm by the elbow. And sometimes around the biceps.
Yeah, so that's radiating up here, and that's common.
Normal.
And what you need to get is, Demetrio got me one. It's a sleeve actually, and you can wear it on your knee. But what I do is I pull it up, and it covers and engulfs the whole area from here. It's a long sleeve with like gel or something infused, and I keep it in the freezer and put those on after a workout for 20 minutes a couple times, and you'll be in good hands then. Because ice packs, will fall off and everything, but these in particular it's a sleeve. You pull it up, and my God, it works, and it works for about 20 minutes, which is perfectly. And then you just put it back in the freezer, and do it again a little bit later. But the only way you're gonna cure that is with ice. Tiny would tell me that all the time. Tiny Meeker. So, but that's common. You're upsetting that area for some reason with what you're doing, and the body is never going to be totally happy when you have 8 or 9 or 1,000 pounds in your hands, and it's going to let you know where you're tweaking stuff out a little bit. And if it's up there, around there, best way to do that too is just ice after a workout immediately. No ibuprofen and stuff, just ice.
No ibuprofen?
No, because it's hard on the liver, kidneys, I think. So, turmeric maybe. I'm on turmeric right now.
Yeah.
Big fan of turmeric.
Yeah.
Yeah, something more natural. That's not gonna kill you. All right.
Pretty good for you. I mean,
Howard Weingarten.
kind of thing goes. And sometimes around the biceps.
Yeah, we know that. Next one.
Yeah, I remember you wrapping me at my niece meet. Haha. Okay.
Yeah, I wonder how.
Thanks.
I wonder what kind of wrap I gave you, Howard, because I don't. If I did it how I would do it, it might scare you away. Like it may, because you'll be shitting your pants by the time I get that first wrap on. You're like, oh my God, I can't wait 25 seconds for him to do this hand. So it depends on what degrees of intensity I would use. But I hope I did a good job, and hope you kind of got the effects of what a good wrap should feel like. And you got to invest in the right quality wrap too. You can't get something that's like an Ace bandage. You got to get something that, I'm on a rant rave here about wrist wraps. I've seen a lot of wrist wraps that come out where you cannot pull them apart. Like, that's cool, but you want something that oh no, our camera went out again.
Oh no.
Yeah. Lost power. Shit. We're going to shut it down though. Why is this camera not maintaining a charge? My battery just getting shit.
I don't know. Did you just not plug it? Did you not plug it in or what?
Yeah, I didn't plug it in. It's hot. It's hot. So it probably won't last long. Battery exhausted.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but we ain't got no camera, so we're gonna have to shut her down.
Poop. We never had that happen before.
My battery's probably shot. Yeah.
Well, there's one more question you can
okay,
answer
we're gonna
real
finish
quick.
without no camera. I'm sorry. The camera's battery is exhausted, it says.
Do you think you would have been able to reach a 700 raw bench in your prime if you trained
Yes.
for it?
Absolutely, Power Builder. I could have done that. We'll pick up that question next week. I'm sorry, my battery's completely shot, so I gotta fix this. Sorry to close out the show like this, but shit happens and we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Ashley, sign us out. You can't see us, but we love you guys.
That's weird. It's weird to not be able to see you. Like,
I'm fucking pissed.
well, it's because you unplugged it for your other stuff.
I know, but I don't know why it's exhausted.
Would you do triceps with sleeves? You did a great rap, and Mindy kept talking.
Triceps with sleeve? No. I'm not a big fan of wearing sleeves and training in them. Only if my elbows were sore, but we don't have that problem anymore. I would put the sleeves on to create warmth in there, but I'm not a big fan. Mark Henry is a joke. He's a fraud, and I keep looking for him at the Arnold. I will find him one day. We're going to kiss and make up in my own special way. All right, close us out. We got no camera.
All right, sorry
guys.
I'm not so professional. We have no camera going. Did Mark Henry spoil the camera?
Mark
Yes.
Henry came in my house and did something to it. He
I
did it
think
on purpose.
Sent some bad juju our way.
Son of a bitch. I don't know.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm upset.
thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate you guys spending your Thursday evenings with us. It's the best part of our week for sure, getting to see you guys and getting to see what you're doing in the gym and all that good stuff. So thank you so much for being here. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, a fabulous Friday tomorrow, a spectacular Saturday, a great weekend overall, and a wonderful start to your week next week. And we look forward to seeing you next Thursday.
Sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody.
And we're sorry about the technical difficulties.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Have a great weekend.
Love you guys.